My name is Bani. If it's the first time that you're watching me, I go by Trade Bani on social media. I've been trading for almost 5 years now, and in that time, I have lost many times. I always have to clarify that because a lot of people come into the trading industry. They might watch a video like this, try to replicate it, and wonder why everything is not going so well as they'd imagine from the first few months of trading. While you're watching this video, I hope that you can see that this is from the years of losing, and it's put me in the position that I'm currently in now. I'm very grateful to be able to share that. I always dreamed of making videos like this. I'd always watch other people making videos like this, and I guess that inspired me to do the same. So if you ever wonder why I went on social media, I'm doing it for that kid in me that used to search the same thing up on the internet: how to make money from trading, how to start a side hustle. I started a lot of different side hustles that completely flopped. I started drop shipping, that flopped. I started buying bulk and trying to sell stock, that flopped. I even had a career in college, which I was not very interested in, and all of these decisions led me here. When I started trading, I didn't instantly make money. I lost for a long time. So I like to clarify these things because a lot of people come into the market with false hopes and false dreams, and they carry a burden, and they carry, the things that they've seen from other people, try to replicate it and fail miserably along the way. I was a victim of that as well. I'd seen many people presenting wins online, and a lot of people are not telling the truth. My aim with this video is to show you the levels that real trading and how you can aspire to actually make legitimate money off of genuinely trading. So social media, it has its pros, it has its cons. A lot of people don't believe what they see, rightly so. A lot of people are lying. A lot of people get inspired by what they see. I was one of those. In this video, I want to show you $27,000 of payouts that I've managed to secure in around 3 months of trading with Alpha Capital Group. The first payout cycle was a 5-day minimum trade cycle where I had to trade for a minimum 5 days before requesting the profit split. After that, I'd achieved many payouts that has taken me over $27,000 in realized profits. In total, I've made around $35,000 from Alpha Capital. But as you know, prop firms have an 80% withdrawal rule. So of that 35,000, around 27,000 plus has been withdrawable. In this time, I've also been trading off of many other funded accounts. In this video, I want to show you this Alpha Capital Group account because in the podcast I made with Alpha Capital, I claimed about having a very high win rate. In that podcast, I claimed having a 79% win rate, which was definitely true. That was about a month and a half ago. A month and a half later, my win rate has dropped a little bit. So it's now 69%. I'm going to show you all of the dashboards, as you can see, in the next section of the video. So that means that with my 69% win rate, on average, I'm winning 7 out of 10 trades. And I have an average risk to reward of about 2. So far this year, in total, out of all of my funded accounts, I've made over $100,000, which is very good. I'm obviously going to be happy with that. Always striving for more, and this is just the start. Trading can genuinely help you achieve anywhere or any of the goals that you want in your life. Maybe this video sounds like it's PR trained. There's no script here, genuinely. I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you've been doing something for so long. So please, if you're doing better than me, be happy for me. If you're doing worse than me, don't compare yourself to me and aspire to work as hard as I did to get the results that I did. I appreciate anyone that watches this video, and without any further ado, let's get into the statistics. So I aim to show that trading is an industry where it is possible to succeed, but you need to really lower the standard of what you're going for, and lowering the standard of what you're going for will really higher the profits that you make. Okay, you need to bring down your expectation of how good you are, and gradually the amount of money you make will skyrocket, because this is how trading is. Many people don't keep a funded account for very long. Many people don't even pass the funded account. These are not accolades. The accolade is having discipline, having a framework, and really always sticking to your plan. These are the only reasons I'm able to make the profits that I make on a day-to-day basis, and a month-to-month basis, and a yearly basis. So without any further ado, I want to show you my account metrics for my ACG funded account. As you can see, we're on my live dashboard over here, and you can see that this is a live funded account which was started on the 11th of February 2025. So this is the date that the funded went live. This is a 200K account, and as you can see, in progress, which means it's still a live funded account. And my next withdrawal dates are the 1st of July and the 15th of July. So my first payout cycle, I managed to make around $11,000, which is very, very high for a first payout cycle. Now, one thing ACG have is a rule with the first payout that you need to have 5 trading days on the account. So the reason it took me a month to get that is because when I actually tried to process the withdrawal, which was maybe on this day over here, I believe, it was not allowed because I had not hit 5 trading days. I had hit 4. I thought I had hit 5, but I'd actually qualified for 4. So ACG gave me an opportunity. Okay, like as they do, they will with you as well. You haven't hit 5 profitable trading days, or sorry, 5 trading days as a whole. They don't even need to be profitable. So you need to come back for the next payout cycle and hit 5. So then I hit 5. And that was a very, very good streak for me, and it resulted me in $11,000 for the month in which I stopped trading. The next month I managed to profit around $2,200, April $12,100, May $7,000, and June, we're only around halfway through June, just over halfway through June, and I've done $2,263. So I want to show you some important account metrics. The most drawdown I've ever been in this whole account, as you can see, is 196,000, which is 2%. So the max that I have ever lost on this account is $4,000, which on a 200K account is 2%. So as you can see, the levels of consistency that I'm going through to have a funded account from February and all the way till June, the max drawdown I've ever actually been in is 2%. And I aspire traders to try and think in this way, that you shouldn't be upset or scared about going into a losing period, depending on how you trade when you're in the drawdown period. 2% is nothing, even 3% is nothing. I'm sure if I went 3 to 4% in drawdown, I still would have been able to handle it. One thing that I find very impressive, as I mentioned on my ACG interview, I had a 79% win rate, and that was around over a month and a half ago when we filmed that interview. So in a month and a half, I've dropped about 11% on my win rate, which is very impressive to me. You don't need to be impressed with my results. Over the fact 25 trades in 3 months, actually since February, 4 months, with a 69% win rate, which means I nearly win 7 out of 10 trades. Obviously, there are factors to consider here, like some break-even losers and some break-even winners will count as wins and losses. They won't be like the full trade. But you'll be able to see from average profit and loss that my average loss is still not exceeding even 1%, and my average profit is always exceeding 1%. So that's where you get the average RR of 2.09. And as you can see, if we zoom in to the month by month analytics and we go all the way to February, where this account goes live, my first winning trade brings me to 5,200 in profit. And as I said, I needed 5 days to get the first withdrawal. So I then make a little bit smaller profits on the way to actually exceeding that first withdrawal target. So 5,200, 1,000, 2,600, 946, and then 1.3. And as I said, this looked to me as 5 trading days, but it was not accepted for some reason. They showed me that in the email, so I had to do one more, and that was completed on this day, which was the 11th, and that was also my withdrawal day. So I just did $667 that day, and I profited. I got the payout, which was around $9,000 after profit split. It was $11,000 before. I then go on to the 14th. Obviously, this must be a break-even trade, which is $26. The 20th, I then go for 1.5K. This is just, again, to show you that after this, I can go for a smaller payout because after your first 5 trading days, and that first cycle is completed, you're able to go for a withdrawal at any time during the payout cycle. So small payout that month. And if we then go to April, I started off well, $5,300. I believe that I requested this profit split also, which was very nice. And then we move to a bit of a losing streak. So this is that week where I said the most drawdown I've ever been in was 2% drawdown. So that came here where I profited $2,000, which is just over 1%, 2.6. I then lost 1% and I lost another 1%. So this is my first time losing 2 trades in a row on this account's history. And then I come back with a profitable trade of $8,000. So as you can see, I'm in $4,000 drawdown and I make $8,000, which leads me to a $4,000 profit split. Once again, before profit split. So as you can see, losses are part of the journey, but you need to obviously know how to navigate out of drawdown. And by the way, these results are 100% legitimate. I did all of this live in my community. Every single trade that I did, I'd made a plan beforehand and I broke down the trade. So if the dashboard isn't enough, I just want to put that out there as well, because I'm not here to make people feel insecure about their results. I just want to show you what's possible if you actually let the losses happen and you follow your trading plan throughout. So this was a big day for me, $8,000. And then we move on to May. These are still through the month of April, by the way. So this is the first trade of May. I made around $6,000, which was a lovely day. Honestly, maybe reflecting back, could I wait till my payout date? Probably, and maybe. But I did not at that point, so I lost around $6,000. I profited $6,000, and then on the 14th, I lost $1,000. So I'm still up $5,000. I wait for my payout date once again, and I request that payout. My new cycle starts again over here. I lose $2,000, and as I say, profit, risk to reward, very important. So I'm actually down 1%, and then I make $4,000, which is double the loss, which is a 2 risk to reward. And that puts me up $2,000 for another profit split. We go into the month of June, and so far all I have done in June is one trade of $2,263. I've already received that payout, which was around 1.8K after profit split. So my main takeaway that I would like everyone to take away from this video: you don't need to idolize me. You don't need to wish that you had what I had. Think about what you don't do that I do. How many of you are not trading a whole week of the month and then halfway into the next week and then 4 days into the next week because it's 23rd of June. How many days have I traded on this funded account in the whole month of June? You see, it's only 2.2K because I know what my shots are. And if you go back to the month of May or the month of April, I clearly know when my shots are because I can trade more than that. This is a $11,000 month. We'll go back to the year to date. 11,000, 2,000, 12,000, 7,000, 2,000. This can end a lot higher. It can't end lower anymore because I've already taken the profit split. But that is one thing I want you guys to consider. How many of you are not trading in a week because your setup doesn't appear, or do you just force the trade? Of course, I have many more funded accounts, which is definitely something to consider in this video because I do rotate across my funding. But regardless of the fact, that is my decision and I don't need to do that. I could just put them all together and lose if I want to. But trading like a business, understanding I'm waiting for payout split after payout split after payout split. And if you exercise patience, then you will only ever see results like this. So if anyone was watching my ACG interview and they actually wanted proof of this, here is the proof of this. In total, it's around $35,000 in profits, which after profit split leads me to around 27,000 plus in payouts. And the first withdrawal is in March, and the latest withdrawal has been in June, and I still have the account intact. After my payout, we're still now sitting at 200,000, which is a fresh account. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the transparency that I'm aiming to show in this video, and hopefully many more will be to come. And trading definitely can be a career where you actually make it your full-time income. As I already mentioned, this is just one of my funded accounts that I'm showing in this in this video because I wanted to show you the statistics of this. But so far today, this year, I've done over $100,000 in payouts, and this one covers around $30,000 itself, which is obviously very, very nice. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I can and will start making a lot more trade breakdown videos as well. Hope to see you all in the next video.